ABC7 is the official home of the UTEP Miners, and I'm happy to be joined once again by the head coach of the UTEP football team, Scotty Walden, and joining them this week, Xavier Smith, UTEP safety. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having us, sir. We appreciate it. Always a pleasure.
Yes, Coach Walden, let's go ahead and start with take a step back. That Southern Utah game, lost in overtime. A team you were familiar with from Austin Peay. That game went into double overtime. Here you are again. So I'm sure you're glad you put them in the rearview mirror. But your takeaways from that game?
Yeah, for sure. Well, first off, I want to shout out our fans. Our fans deserve all the credit in the world. They showed up and showed out. We had 41,000 people in those stands, and I've coached in Power 5 environments. I've coached at a lot of places, and there is no comparison to what was in the Sun Bowl on Saturday night. And I just want to thank the fans, and I know we didn't uphold our end of the bargain, and there's no excuse. As a head coach, I've taken full ownership of this, and I always will. There's no excuse. We didn't play clean football. We had way too many penalties, way too many miscues. We're going to get this thing right, and we're going to keep believing in our process, keep trusting our process. Our players, including Xavier here, have been great leadership-wise since Sunday. We've had the best week of practice that we've had up to this point.
Xavier, talk to me about that experience, and just what were some of your takeaways after you guys got to see the film from that game?
Just knowing that, in our program, a loss is not nothing to, look down on, but it's always growth. So just, our coaches were pretty critical on us. So we learned a lot from, the game and the experiences out there. So we just happy to look forward and looking forward for this next week.
And this next week, first conference game of the season for you all, and you get the defending conference champions right out of the bat in Liberty. What do you see from the Liberty Flames?
Yeah, first off, I think it's a phenomenal opportunity for our program, Adrian. They're the standard in Conference USA, right? And that's where we want our program to elevate to, right? And so it's going to be a great, litmus test, for us to see, okay, where we're at in the conference, pecking order, and just a great test. They got great players. Caden Salter, Quentin Cooley, and then their defensive line is going to be some of the best that we've seen. So we definitely know, and the scheme they run too. The scheme, they run that option attack on offense. You've got to stay disciplined and stay sound. It's definitely going to be a challenge. It's their homecoming. They're going to have a great atmosphere, a great crowd, and that's why you play college football, for environments like that, right? And so we want to play in competitive games and environments such as what we're going to face in Lynchburg, and pretty soon we're going to build this program in place where they don't want to schedule us for homecoming.
Xavier, how do you go preparations? Liberty's got the high-powered offense. It's going to be a good test for you guys on the defensive side of the ball. What do you see from the Flames?
They're a really good team. They have some great players on offense. I just, on defense, we just embracing the challenge. That's what we do. We don't run from anything. We uphold the physical, the fast part of our brand on defense, and we just want to keep looking forward to, putting our brand on tape.
We got to get better. We got to get better in the areas that we saw last week, and if we focus on that daily growth and that daily discipline, the word of the week for us has been intentionality. And that's, our practices have been so much better, because I feel like our guys are finally, we're slowing down and understanding, like, it's not okay just to get through this drill, but we have to be detailed in this drill. But I'm more so concerned with, our football team and correcting our mistakes in our play and going out and putting our best foot forward this week to compete to win a game.
Taking it one game at a time, and that one game begins this Saturday on the road in Lynchburg, Virginia against the Liberty Flames. That game kicks off at 4 p.m. and you can watch it on ESPN+. My thanks to Coach Walden and Xavier Smith for stopping by. Best of luck this Saturday in Lynchburg, gentlemen.
Always a pleasure. Thanks, Adrian. Picks up. Appreciate it.
Picks up. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Adrian.